Okay, I'm standing outside here in the Mackay Mansion. This is a beautiful look. It looks like the Haunted Mansion, I'm just gonna say it. Hello, spirits. My name is Danny. I swear to God, it said Danny. Yo, hold the phone. Welcome back to another ghost hunting video. This time, we are investigating the Mackay Mansion in Virginia City. This segment takes place right after our investigation of the Washoe Club. If you have not seen that segment, I would strongly urge you to do so, as it may provide some context. The Mackay Mansion was built in 1859 and is among the few buildings to remain preserved throughout the years. The mansion gets its name from John Mackay, who won his fortune from gold and silver mining. Once again, my close friend Matthew, my brother Richard, and myself journey together to find what awaits us in the Mackay Mansion. We are currently walking up into the Mackay Mansion. We're gonna have the entire place to ourselves tonight, so. Oh, car! Take a look at that.
Hey, what's up, spooky boy?
I'm standing outside here in the Mackay Mansion. We're gonna have this place completely to ourselves tonight. It is completely covered in what it looks like Christmas lights. We're gonna walk right in. Here goes nothing. It said ding the doorbell, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It's a ring. Hello.
Hello.
Are you Jade?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Danny.
Nice to meet you too. Hi.
This is my crew.
Matthew.
Hi.
Matthew, my camera guy, and my brother Richard.
Hi.
Thank you for having us, by the way.
Of course.
This is a beautiful look. It looks like the Haunted Mansion. I'm just gonna say it. It really does.
Everyone always does. We actually have a little
good.
flag right there for the Haunted
Oh,
Mansion.
you know, yeah. You already know.
We embrace it.
Yes. So first and foremost, a tour is in order, right?
Yeah. So I'll kind of give you guys like a little bit of
Sure.
the history background.
Yeah.
If you guys want more, just let me know.
Absolutely. Any information we can get is gonna be very
Perfect.
very helpful.
It was built back in 1859. This is the Mackay Mansion way back in the day. This is our Golden Curry mine that actually used to be just across the street. We're standing in the old mining office for this mine, so this is where the miners would kind of come and collect their money and stuff. So we do get a lot of residual miners that come here. Yeah, we actually have some that we caught in this display case, so pretty cool. Below the clock, that is George Hurst. He built the place back in 1859. It was actually his design. And then in 1871, he decided to sell the mine and the mansion to John Mackay. George thought he had completely wiped the mine of all the silver. Of course, he was a little bit wrong though, because just 2 years after Mr. Mackay bought the mine, him and his 3 business partners, they ended up hitting the big bonanza strike, which made them $100 million. Yeah.
And this room is what exactly?
So this was the mining office.
Mining office.
Yeah. So
Oh.
this is actually not the original front door.
And now I have to ask for almost every room, what are the paranormal accounts in this room, if any?
Actually, I'll show you
Oh,
the miners. That was the lady that took the picture, and he's right there.
that's a person with a hat.
Yep.
Oh, we see that. Is a man in the right side there with the hat, it seems. Now, was she alone when she took that picture?
She was. Yeah. It was.
Really?
So it was just my boss and then the woman and her husband.
Yeah.
That were on the tour. Her husband and my boss, they walked into the next room. She took the picture, stayed behind, took the picture.
So she was standing about here,
Yep.
and where you're about right now is where more or less that person would have been.
Felt like, probably right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she walked back in there. She asked my boss, like, is there anyone else in this room? She goes, nope, we're the only 3 in the building.
That's good to know.
And I don't know the background on this next one, but it's an actual apparition.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Now, do we have any like potential history about who these people may be?
I mean, it very well could be our shadow man. We haven't been able to like fully be like, no, that's not him.
So you
But
said our shadow man. Who's that?
We do have a shadow man.
Ah.
So he's who we believe to be James Fair, who is John Mackay's business
James
partner.
Fair?
Yeah. The reason why we think it's him is actually because when he was alive, he had a limp. Sometimes we do hear walking around upstairs, and it's kind of like a footstep and then dragging. And that's usually when he's seen walking by.
James Fair.
So, this right here, that is Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh, it is.
So John invited the whole Grant family to kind of explore the Golden Curry mine, so that's why they're dressed like that. They were actually just about to head into the Golden Curry. This is John Mackay, right over here. That's not a scar on his face.
Oh, it's just a picture? Or
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we scratched the film by accident.
Sweet.
This right here is James Fair, so our Shadow Man.
Oh, that's the Shadow Man.
Yeah.
James Fair on the far right there. Now, what makes you believe that it's James Fair?
Just because of the limp, and then we have had like investigations where they've kind of said James, and they kind of bring up his name a lot when we like mention the Shadow Man.
Right.
So, I mean, if you guys can get more about that, we would love it.
We'll do our very best.
And then we had a pretty famous celebrity stay here a little bit more recently. He was actually in town filming his 1995 movie called Deadman. Do you know who that is?
Oh, Monsieur Depp.
He actually was able to stay right upstairs in Mr. Mackey's bedroom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the original that he stayed in?
I think the mattress might be the same. Though.
Okay.
Yeah, we do still have the same sheets. So.
Okay.
So he thought that he'd be able to stay for about a month, but it was cut short to only 3 days because on his third night here, he was woken up by a little girl jumping up and down on his bed in a full white Victorian nightgown. So.
Really? And he attested to this. Like he.
Yep. This is her. Her name is Emma. We believe she was a servant's daughter who died at the age of 6 due to tuberculosis.
So that's her walking down the stairs, so it looks like?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going downstairs towards the dining room. It was caught in the reflection of the dining room mirror.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mirrors seem to be a big one. We had some experience with mirrors last night, so.
Yeah. And this is our vault.
Oh.
It is pretty dark.
That's not what I expected. What's the stories in the vault?
So, right there on the right, that's actually the original vault doors and frame.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, so this wooden door was actually masked to the metal vault doors that were behind it. And it was a well-kept secret up until 1883 when 2 robbers tried to break in. But they did not know about the armed guard that was right inside, so when they opened the door, they were met with a shotgun and shot and killed right out here on the carpet.
Okay. This is the entire vault right here?
Yep. It's actually still stained on the floorboards, so.
So there was a man with a shotgun, shot the 2 robbers, and they died here.
Yep. They were short.
Stained.
It is, yeah. We changed the carpet, but it's still on the floorboards if we were to rip it up. But yeah, they were both shot point blank in the chest. People have felt like chest tightness.
Yeah.
They felt like pains and stuff. I've actually felt it myself. It doesn't feel too good.
No, it doesn't. Okay. I want this.
Turn this off really quickly. Show you the mirror.
Krampus?
It is.
Look at this. And this room is considered the
parlor room.
The parlor. I need to know paranormal accounts here.
Paranormal. So this is the room where Harriet is most caught.
Harriet.
Yeah.
Don't say Tubman. Who is it?
So that is our maid.
Harriet the maid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a post-mortem picture of her. Her eyes have been sewn open, her mouth is sewn shut, and her hands are bound together.
Why though?
You know, back then, people were just strange. The Mackeys loved Harriet like a grandmother, so I think that's why they decided to get her a picture after all, because after she did pass. Yeah, they were like, oh man, we really want a picture of her, actually.
Did she live here her whole life?
Not her whole life, I think.
The rest of her life, probably?
Yeah. Okay. So they had 5 servants while they kind of stayed here. 4 would live upstairs in the attic, and then 1 downstairs where our caretaker lives now.
Yeah.
That is the better picture of Mr. Mackay that we have. That's him as well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he was just a little younger in that one. Yeah, that's Mrs. Mackay.
Jeez.
Yeah, she didn't like living here in Virginia City, actually.
Yeah, you can just see it.
Mrs. Mackay handmade those chairs in honor of Grant's election in 1869. She hand embroidered each of the stars on them.
Wow.
Very cool.
Can you imagine making this by hand? I mean, today I would be upset if it cost anything more than $100. But
right.
Someone made that.
This is the original carpet, actually.
Whoa.
It was walked on by Ulysses S. Grant, Mark Twain, Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Edison, all of them. Yeah. I forgot to mention Thomas Edison did all the electricity in here. He changed it all from gas to electricity.
Of course he did.
We caught a picture of Harriet. Right there where Krampus is, we used to have a little shaving mirror. In the reflection, we did catch her walking from the office into the parlor room.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Who took that picture? I wanna talk to them.
I know, right?
There was a mirror here.
Yes.
And she was walking in this way.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, Harriet's in these 2 rooms mostly. I actually did see her in the office just a few weeks ago. So, yeah, you guys might see her tonight.
Well, let's see if we can catch Harriet tonight.
Yeah. One of our most frequent ghosts as well. Her name is Sophie. She fell down this staircase and died right here. She actually ended up breaking her neck, unfortunately. So she's still one of our ghosts that reside here.
Understood. Okay. Are we going up?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go. Take a look at this wood, though. Here we go.
Yeah, this is all hand carved.
It definitely looks not made in a factory, I'll tell you that.
So I'll kind of go over what's up here. And then
Wind your step.
once we go back down, I'll
Yeah.
have everyone take off their shoes and stuff. And then I'll come back up here and show you guys where you guys can sit.
There are mannequins again. All right.
So this is Mr. Mackey's bedroom. I believe Johnny Depp slept in both this one and the next one. So my boss was in here doing like a night investigation type thing. One of the people on the tour decided to just take a picture into the room. Thank goodness it had the live mode on it.
Yeah.
So we got this little video. But this is our caretaker. Her phone is lighting up her face.
Right.
He's gonna walk right by her.
Oh. And there's a whole head and shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That is crazy. And that was in this room, and she was standing right by the bed,
Yep.
and it happened right there.
Yeah, he was walking into Mrs. Mackey's room. That's actually where we kind of see him pacing the most, is in that doorway right there.
That doorway.
Yep.
It's totally different from the place I investigated, so.
This is our haunted dolls room.
Take a look at that. It's already.
Our most haunted doll, her name is Maddie. She is behind the bed on the rocking chair back there. She is made of real human hair. Her face is hand-drawn. By the way, she does not like to be touched. So if you guys do touch her, you most likely will get scratched. The entity attached to her has been the only one that's been known to scratch people in the mansion.
Real human hair.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not touching that doll, but somebody else will. Oh.
So this is our other children's bedroom, also known as Peter's bedroom. The reason why we say Peter's bedroom is because these bikes are for him.
Oh. Wait a minute. These are like, a kid wrote these. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, those are intense looking.
Yeah, these are from the 1800s.
May I feel how to touch it?
Of
Am I
course, yeah. Breaking the
This-
rules a little bit, but.
This is actual wood then.
Yeah.
What in the world? Peter's room.
Yes.
This is Peter's room. Okay.
So this is Mrs. Mackey's bedroom. They did have separate rooms, but they had a conjoining doorway. And then last but not least is our bathroom. This was the very first indoor bathroom here on the West Coast. And it also has our $10,000 toilet in it. So the reason why it cost that much was because of the gold leaf artwork that is on it.
Holy moly.
I haven't heard it myself personally, but some people have heard Sophie weeping in this bathroom. So if you guys hear that, that's not totally uncommon.
Sophie.
Yeah, the one that fell down the stairs and broke her neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's heard kind of weeping in here sometimes.
We had a quick look at the dining room. Then it was time for lights out and a quick walkthrough of the mansion. All right, we're gonna do a little preliminary investigation, take a look at every room, and kind of go over everything that we're gonna try in every room. So let's go up there. I just want to just point out that this room here, this is where 2 men were shot and killed. This is where they died because there was a guard inside here in the safe.
This is their shadow person. This is James Fair, the man on the far right. This man is spotted primarily, he'll be upstairs, but he has been spotted here, upstairs, and the stairs. He's been literally everywhere.
This is the parlor room, right? Apparently we were hearing footsteps already before we started anything. What's going on? I do also want to point out that we do have the ghost voice with us running. Hopefully we capture something on it. If we do, we'll try to pay attention to it, so that's what that is.
And as we continue, the staircase. Sophie, Sophie, Sophie. Sophie is literally in so many locations in this home. Staircase down, staircase up. This poor little girl fell down the stairs, snapped her neck right here. Want to lead the way?
Guess so, growing up. See ya.
Good luck. Don't touch the doll.
Yeah, I will not touch it.
Sophie.
Alright.
There is a shadow that has been seen traveling from here, from Mackey's room to Miss Mackey's room. So in this general area, something has been seen traveling.
And the theory goes that it's most likely
Possibly Mackey,
Yeah.
or another spirit who's almost reenacting going to the Mrs. room. Since traditionally in the 18th century, it was considered taboo to even be in the same room, so I'll leave that to your imagination.
Yeah.
But yeah, in here, for the most part, that's really the only true spirit that's been seen. But another one that we could, in the bathroom, Sophie is occasionally heard, and potentially even seen, crying in there.
Look at that.
Off to the other rooms.
Yeah. Alright, move on. I get a weird feeling in this. Do you get a weird feeling in this room? I do.
A little.
Like, I feel like in my heart, like a little bit here.
It's a little heavy.
Yeah. This room, for whatever reason, to me, feels the heaviest.
Well, if you're going based off the history and the facts, Miss Mackay did not want to be here. She was all angry that she even lived here. Alright, we're starting with the doll room.
Oh, the doll room.
So, Maddie, the little tiny little rag doll looking creepy with a smile in the corner. Right there, that's Maddie. Say hi to Maddie. She has real hair. There's been various reports of her scratching people if you try to touch her or come in with a negative vibe.
Look at this. Yeah, I don't like that nonsense.
But, nice to see you, Maddie. We're not here for any trouble. Alright. This is Peter's room. It belonged to the Mackay's kids. That Bible right there to your right has been known to be flipped open. You can say, I don't like you, get out. So very aggressive, unusual static, that sort of thing.
That's good. Okay. Just as we were about to leave the second floor, Matthew hears a noise in one of the rooms. Say it, what'd you hear?
It was over in this direction.
Oh.
There was a ruffling of something
The
that had
Bible.
fallen.
No. Okay, I was like, oh, that'd be trippy. I don't see anything. If there's anybody here with us, I have a little device in my hand. If you want to communicate, feel free to use the dead space inside this little device of mine and speak to us. If you're in here, is that you potentially trying to communicate? Don't worry, we're not afraid of you. You shouldn't be afraid of us either. I hear you like the Bible. I do too, actually. Believe it or not, I have a lot of jewelry that actually has verses that actually help take care of me in my life.
We tried to get some sort of contact in Peter's room. We can also hear you if you make sounds such as this. If you want to repeat that sound or if you want to do something on the table, you can hear that. But to no avail. So instead, we moved to the doll's room. Alright, let's keep going this way. Any children in this room, or people, whoever you are? That was a different
That's
sound.
on a high frequency too.
The ghost voice works through frequencies, which sometimes can pick up radio stations. The strange thing is, we had not heard anything from it until this point. People, whoever you are. Try again. Spirits, if you're in this room, if you like to possess dolls, or use those dolls to interact.
Or was that you, Maddie?
I'm unsure what this noise is, but to me, it sounds like a train whistle. People, whoever you are. Alright, spirits, we'll be back soon. Come back and play with you. We would return to the second floor later in the night. Just confirm these work. They do. After our walkthrough, we decide the best place to start the night would be the parlor room. We set up all our motion-activated balls and REM pod in locations where evidence has been documented. We then gather around the ghost voice in order to make contact with whomever is here with us. Hello, spirits. Thank you very much for allowing us into your home. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, so spirits, there's been stories of Harriet being seen here. Now, Harriet, I know that you're one of the servants in this place. You've been seen in that mirror. Now, I can't see you from this side. We put a little bit of, some little toys. If you want to make your presence known, if you are here with us, all you need to do is touch them. And if you do, we'll know that you're here, and then we can actually have a conversation. We want to know your story, and we want to know why you're still here, if there's a reason. So spirits, if you are here with us, and if you don't know how to use any one of our devices, show us another way. We heard that you like to make some tapping sounds. You like to move objects, touching our shoulders, my hand even. I'm very susceptible to your emotion. We weren't getting much responses from the ghost voice, so instead, we try a more primitive method. To my surprise, we captured this. I'm gonna make a noise, and if you could repeat it, or do something similar, I'd appreciate it. Do something like this for me. One more time, Spirit, so you can hear it again. If you could make this sound. Do you hear talking?
That's kind of why I was just sitting here listening.
Do you hear that, Matthew?
It might be like a TV or people mumbling in the distance.
We unfortunately did not have our audio equipment running, so it is difficult to hear. In the first clip, I hear what sounds like 2 taps, but strangely, it sounds like voices mimicking my taps.
Do something like this for me.
In the second clip, both my brother and I hear voices in the distance.
Is that her downstairs?
She's like downstairs though.
I also want to mention that the owner was on the property, but in a separate room a floor below. At no other point did we hear her, but it's also not impossible that this could have been someone outside the building, or wind coming through the windows. I'll leave this inconclusive for now.
So, question.
Yeah.
Female voices, from what frequency would you say is more likely to find them?
80 to 225. That's a new sound.
I'm gonna bring up the range.
Yeah.
So it'll be, I'm gonna do 60 to 150. And it's also a chance to find Sophie.
Okay, so we're gonna try the Estes method with the ghost voice in this
Ask
room.
questions and I'll see if I hear anything.
Yeah, as I was explaining, where he can't hear us clearly. So he's gonna be listening in, and hopefully he hears something. But the idea here, he only repeats what he hears, if he hears something. Hello, spirits. We are here in the parlor room. There's a lot of history here. A lot of it. What?
I heard a guitar string.
You heard a guitar string?
Yeah.
Is there a guitar in here?
It was so clear. It would ding. I was like, that scared the crap out
Are
of me.
you in radio mode?
No, I have it in the same
Frequency mode.
So I have it spanning only from 60 to 150.
So how come now we hear something? Is it because maybe the speaker just wasn't producing enough audio?
Maybe, but this is just cleaner too. When I'm listening to it, I hear a lot more.
So you heard a guitar string for sure.
That, it was guaranteed. It sounded like a plug. I was like, ding. I was like, what the heck?
All right, spirits. Apparently you heard a guitar string in there. I'm not sure if there's a guitar in here. Do you want to maybe let us know where it is? Do you like us being here? As in, do you know that we're here and you are instructed to hide? I've always wondered if there's somebody telling you how to act around humans. The way I see it, if you were human at some point and you like poke somebody, you saw how they acted, I'd be like, whoa, and I kind of run mad with power. Because I feel pretty bad if I scared somebody. Because the last thing I want to do is scare anybody. Unless I'm doing it intentionally and they're asking for it. But the last thing I want to do is scare anybody.
You guys don't hear what I'm hearing?
No, what are you hearing? That was a voice.
I've been hearing little like snippets of a voice.
That was a voice. I
That's
heard
why
that.
I'm gonna keep the volume up because I need you guys to hear what I'm hearing
Okay.
now. Because like now I'm starting to hear things.
Okay. That's working now.
Yeah, like I'm starting to hear things.
I don't know if it means anything, but it tried to autofocus on a space right above you, Richard. It's never done that before.
Like a square?
Yeah.
On the Sony camera we're shooting with, a square on the screen means it's focusing on a human face. Then, unbelievably, this happens.
Really?
Right above where
You
Richard
saw a
is.
square on the screen.
Right above where Richard is.
Right above. As you just said, right above.
I'm going back in.
So there's somebody here. Okay, that was insane. Hi, spirits. Thank you for showing yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. It's actually working. We can hear you, spirit, if you want to let my brother know what you're doing hanging out above him. Don't worry, we're not scared. I'm excited. This is really... Thank you. Are you up there? Here's what I'm going to do, spirit. I'm going to step away from that. All I'm going to do is put this little device here. No, don't worry. It's not going to hurt you. So I can see it, but I'm going to step over here.
You guys not?
No, what are you hearing?
It sounds like someone in the distance. When I have these on, I hear someone walking as if someone just like raking.
Really?
Trust me, sit and just listen for a little bit.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Just for one cycle. Trust me. Just listen. Wait till it hits the higher frequencies. So for the camera, what we're experiencing with that ghost box now, we're actually starting to hear voices scraping, things we haven't heard with this device before.
Spirits, can you speak in this device so I can hear you? In fact, say my name. My name is Danny. Can you say that? It said I swear to God, it said Danny. At me. I heard it at me.
It's way more sensitive. You hear more with
Yo,
it.
hold the phone. What did it say?
It was like a small voice that was fun or something like that.
Put him on. Whoa, I'm dead certain it said my name.
I want to reiterate that we had the ghost voice set to a specific frequency range. While it's always possible we could have been picking up radio stations, it's highly unlikely that it would be intelligently replying to us.
I hear that scraping again.
Matthew, you're getting in. Let's try it. Give me that.
Hello, I'm Matthew.
You ready? Oh, give it a second.
Ask it to say your name. Try that.
Why is this all of a sudden really working?
I don't know.
You see what I mean? It's
I
way
know.
more sensitive.
Can you say his name for us, spirits? It's Matthew.
Hello, spirits. My name is Matthew. You are free to use my energy as you please as a way to communicate. Can you say hello? Oh, I hear that what you're talking about. The scraping. Yeah, it's very prevalent. Oh, I can't make out what it's saying.
But you hear something, right?
So these spirits know how to use these devices then.
Oh. LA? LA?
Can you say his name for us,
It's
spirits?
short. LA?
Can you say his name for us, spirits?
It's very short syllables.
And that's frequencies you're going through.
Am I currently speaking to one of the children that lived in this house? I can see there's a big straight Krampus in the corner there. Does that scare you guys at all? Do you guys like to play in here? What games do you like to play?
What is that?
Okay.
While at the time we didn't quite understand what we heard, hearing it back now, I firmly believe it said Matthew.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a kid.
I was a grown-ass man.
Am I maybe speaking to not a child right now? Am I speaking with Mr. Mackey? Am I speaking with Mr. Was it Farr?
James Fair.
Fair. Am I speaking with Mr. Fair? It is a pleasure to be in your house. Thank you for allowing me to be in your space.
We changed some settings on the device. Here.
Did he hear me?
Hear me. Yeah, we can hear you. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for communicating. This is fun.
Harriet or Sophie, is that you by any chance?
Can you tell us your name? Are you still there?
But ultimately, whoever was communicating with us had left. Okay, I say we cut it.
Interesting, though.
Looking back at the evidence, it's possible that the scraping sounds we were hearing could have been James Fair.
So he's who we believe to be James Fair, who was John Mackey's business
James
partner.
Fair?
The reason why we think it's him is actually because when he was alive, he had a limp. Sometimes we do hear walking around upstairs, and it's kind of like a footstep and then dragging.
In the distance, when I have these on, I hear someone walking as if someone's like raking.
Really?
What is that? Also, when I believe I heard my name, it's also possible it could have said Mackey. It's too much of a coincidence that the ball that is right next to Mackey's picture would also go off.
Really?
Right above where
You saw a square on the screen.
Right above where Richard is.
Right above. As you just said, right above. I wonder who's in this picture, Mr. Mackey. This light goes off. Could have been Mackey. Who knows?
With all this new evidence, we figure it's time to use the SLS camera. Just as we are setting up in the parlor room, we capture this.
Okay. Lights off. Going down. We're at a 1.8, and we're doing it. Hear that? You're hearing that, right?
Did for a second, so it sounded like something. Oh.
Yeah.
It was clearly not one of us and is audible.
And we're doing it. Hear that?
We listened for a while, but we did not hear it again. So we moved forward with the SLS camera. SLS stands for Structured Light Sensor. It uses an infrared sensor to map figures and objects that are invisible to the naked eye.
Okay, hello spirits, we are back. And as promised, brought more devices. They're gonna see you. Earlier, you were very adamant about showing yourself above, as you said. And as I just saw an orb fly to the ground, though.
By the chair?
It went from, oh, I got a figure in the mirror.
I mean,
In the corner.
It could be us.
No, up here, in the corner.
We captured a full body figure in the same area where my Sony camera had captured a face.
It tried to autofocus on a space right above you, Richard. It's never done that before.
Like a square?
Yeah.
Then miraculously, we captured this.
Hello spirits, if that's you. There's been stories that we see you here, in the mirror, on the chair. It was on the chair, on that chair we talked about. Spirit, is that you? I've seen you twice now, and we know you're on that chair, and there's nothing to be afraid of. Are you in the hallway, Spirit? Oh, big one. It went to the hallway. I just saw a big one go to the hallway. Came from this side, my left. Spirits, if you are here, did you go to the hallway just now? Whoa, hold on.
Sophie, Harriet, James.
I'm gonna turn back around this way.
Are any of the three of you here? Are you here by any chance?
Here we don't need devices to hear you, spirits. Okay, it got the chair again. Okay, what? No, they can't be false, can it? No, it got the chair for a split second again. I can't make it do it again.
The SLS camera can sometimes pick up false readings. In this case, the chair is mapped as a figure only for a short time, which leads me to believe this isn't a false reading.
Okay, I don't know what to make of that.
A false reading would persist.
You do it, Matthew, because you're the skeptic. I trade you. I just need a second pair of eyes to know that it's not me being crazy. It's like sitting on it. It's not encapsulating the chair. It's sitting on the chair. It's not doing it every time. If it was false, it would be doing it every time. What is it about that chair, Spirit? As well as a mirror above Krampus, I got a figure as well.
Oh.
What?
I just saw a skeleton for a hot second right in that corner.
Okay, so that's the second time then.
Hello. Are you guys there? Saw you for a little bit. Yeah, it was right above the couch, towards Krampus.
But if it was Krampus, it would have mapped Krampus.
Exactly.
Here's what I do. Where's the REM pod? Put it near the chair, like right in front of the chair. Hear that noise, Spirit? That's just a little toy. We're gonna place it in front of that chair. God.
The REM pod measures an EMF field around the antenna. If a spirit is nearby, the REM pod will go off.
I'm gonna ask you yes or no questions. And if it's a yes, make that thing green. And if it's a no, leave it red. Anything but green. How's that? So green yes, anything else no. Okay. Please do not be offended by my questions. It's because I don't know you. Are you a male? Spirit, are you a female?
Oh shit.
What?
It just massively ran in front of Krampus again.
Okay, so for the first time for me, it was there, and then it was up here, and then you said another one here. Okay, so Spirit, if you were on the chair, I think you're moved on, and that's okay. But if you want me to keep talking to you, can you light that up for me? All right, I'm gonna give you one more opportunity, Spirit. If you want to speak to us, light that up for us. Any device, really. Doesn't matter which one. Any one of these that we have, just touch them. If not,
Orb again.
which way?
The megaphone.
Oh yeah, that's clear.
I move the laser grid over to where we keep seeing figures.
Right over here. So we're seeing some people. I'm not sure who. Over here, on the chair.
Then, just as I ask it to appear, we capture some interesting results.
You can move past one of those laser grids. We'll see you. I understand if you're shy. I also understand if...
Oh, it's on the chair again.
On that chair?
Here, can you want to see it?
Spirit, is that you?
It might be mapping Krampus though, look.
We're trying to map Krampus.
You see that orb moving? Look at that one. Did you see that one move?
Yeah.
It went in this pattern.
Okay, that's gotta be Krampus, right? It's not mapping Krampus anymore. But it should always be mapping if it is. That's the weird part. I'm gonna leave those inconclusive. I am gonna show them. because it's something, and it's...
Oh, it's on the chair again.
Okay. I'm gonna take that as a sign that you want to talk to us. And we're here to listen. Are you a woman? Are you a child?
We tried to make contact again,
Are you maybe someone that used to live here?
but at this point, they had gone.
Haven't gotten anything else.
Yeah, I don't. I think we're
Same.
probably clear. All right, Spray. Thank you for your time. We're going to move on to a different place. We appreciate you.
The results here are interesting because just as we see the first figure, an anomaly appears and flies towards the chair, then we see a figure appear on the chair. It's possible that what we are experiencing here was an intelligent being, given that they were responding to our commands. We decide we've been in the parlor long enough, so we take the SLS camera and our other devices into the staircase in hopes that we may make contact with Sophie.
Hello, spirits. We're here in the staircase now. I hear a lot of stories about many of you, in fact. I'm not sure who you are, showing yourself on the stairs. Now, I don't know if we would see you as a figure. My brother is a thing.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
What?
I'm gonna put a ball at the top of the stairs.
I forgot about them. Yeah, go ahead. In fact, if you want to stay up there too, you can.
Fuck no.
Really? Well, for what? You don't believe in ghosts.
I don't know what the fuck is out there.
You don't believe in ghosts, though.
What do you mean, is that not other shit up there?
I hope you found Matthew funny. And hopefully that lightens you up a little bit. We're hoping, but...
He's what you call in the 18th century a jester.
Hello, my name is Danny. You may have said my name earlier.
Hello, my name is Matthew.
Shadow on top of the stairs, keep going.
I am what you may call a bit of a skeptic, but I'm also someone who's open to believing. We have some balls, we have some little pods, we have a... Honestly, if you just walk around, we even have a little grid that should be able to help us see you a little bit better.
Hello, spirits. My name is Richard. I am not a skeptic. I do believe you could potentially be here with us, but just having you confirm it for us is what makes a difference for a lot of people. All we're trying to do is actually just get some kind of confirmation that we're not...
Holy moly. No, I saw an orb come from the top of the stairs. It made a turn, and then it went to the wall. Like it came from the top of the stairs.
Just after we capture this orb, my brother starts using specific names, and we capture some interesting results.
Sophie, if it's you, or James, we have heard records of both of you being spotted or making yourself known in some shape or form. We are wondering if you can just give us a little something.
Okay, I'm gonna pause you there. I tried to debunk it. There was a figure on the top of the stairs. On the railing. I can't make it do it again.
So James, was that you? Sophie, are you at the top of the staircase right now? Or was that you, James? James Fair, is that you by any chance? Are you trying to communicate with us in any way?
Here's what I want to do, Matthew Gross. Here's what I want to do, because I want to debunk that it was you or not you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this up. Just stand where I was standing.
When I hand the SLS camera to Matthew, we unknowingly capture a figure in the parlor room.
Or not you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this up. Just stand where I was standing.
I believe we were being watched.
Let's see if we can coax them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that... I just want to go from here to there. Up. It went up.
James, if that's you,
Oh, big one came down.
walk down the stairs for us. Or Sophie, is that you standing by the end of the staircase? Sophie, is that you, honey? We're not scared. We're not here to hurt you in any way. We're friendly. We're friends. All I ask of you is to come down the stairway safely. You just come say hi to us. We're friendly. We're not gonna hurt you. You guys hear that?
I did.
We're only here to just say
Is that
hi.
up? Was that upstairs?
I don't know. We're not gonna hurt you. You guys hear that?
Sounds like walking now.
Sophie.
Figure on the stairs again. Look at this.
You know what's crazy?
Hmm.
I just saw something pass through the red light, like a little orb fly by.
It's gone now, by the way, the figure.
Sophie, we're not here to hurt you in any way. I just want you to know that. And if it is Sophie, let's play a little game. I know you and Peter and some of the other children enjoy doing this. As you go up and down the stairs, do this for me. But as you do that, please hold onto the handrails. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Sophie didn't seem to want to interact, so instead, we focus our attention to James Fair.
Sophie might be a little shy right now. She might be tired. But James, you're out and about right now. Do me the favor of doing what I asked Sophie. That's all I'm going to ask you to do. Just tap the handrail. James, are you walking around right now by any chance?
That was upstairs, wasn't it?
I have no idea. That's not upstairs.
Is that the front door, maybe?
While my focus was away from the SLS, we captured the same figure again.
The front door is right here.
No, the one over there.
Could have been.
So you want to go check? We'll go check. Just to take a peek. Maybe someone tried to come inside.
This sounded like a doorknob turning, so I make sure nobody was trying to come in through the entrance.
Nobody out there?
No.
That was upstairs then.
Sounded like a latch opening on doors.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
James, was that you trying to leave the attic?
After my brother continues to talk to James, we capture an anomaly that has a larger mass than I've seen.
We've heard that you like to spend your time in the attic. That all your things are there.
I just saw something fly by where the attic is.
It flies right by where the attic is into the second floor.
Feel free to come down and say hi. You can come down from the attic if you'd like.
Thank you, James, or Sophie, whoever it was up there. We appreciate you. We're gonna come up there in a little bit. We appreciate you. Thank you.
While it's difficult to say who we were communicating with, we did get an excellent variety of evidence in the staircase. Now, after a much-needed break, it was time we moved to the second floor.
All right, spirits, we're coming up. And please don't be shy. Here we come. Remember we heard the gate noise?
Yeah.
The noise up here? The door latched. Let's do a quick sweep in here. Oh, it's just gonna fly by here in the window.
We take a look at some of the gates up here to see what could have made that latching sound from earlier.
Let's start messing with the gates a little bit to see if we can recreate that noise.
So it was like a latch.
Yeah, we'll look around for latches and stuff.
We unfortunately did not find where it could have come from.
So go set up the traps, each put a ball in the door. Ooh. I got a figure in this right here.
In the door room?
In the door room.
Of course you did.
I just got a figure in here. Somebody in here with us? If there is, can you show yourself on that bed? If not, it's okay. We're gonna be here for a little bit. More than welcome to make your presence known in any way that you can. So I'm inviting you to talk with us here in a little bit while we set up, okay?
Where are the motion sensor balls? Are we not getting?
There's one
I have
down there
two.
on the...
I want to keep this pointing in there while we set up. You never know.
We set up the motion-activated balls and the REM pod around the room in preparation for my favorite part, channeling.
Can we put one in the doll room?
Yeah. Okay. Everyone pick a room. Which room do you want?
I'll take the end of it.
Matthew, which room?
I'll take the fucking doll room.
Okay.
The idea is that we focus our energy in the room in hopes that spirits will want to come out and communicate.
I put an EMF next to that doll with the human hair.
Thanks. Everyone backs to a door. Everyone put your hands out in front of you, palms up. Bow your heads, close your eyes, hands up. Okay. Everyone take a deep breath in. One more time. Hello, spirits. My name is Danny, and I'm joined here with my two favorite people, and they're going to introduce themselves now.
My name is Matthew.
My name is Richard.
And we are here to observe, to document, to tell your story. And the way you're gonna tell your story is by doing it in any way that you know how. And the way you're gonna do that is you're going to touch a wall, touch one of the many devices that we have out, also by potentially whispering something in our ears. Anything to show that you are here, you are more than welcome to do it. You have my permission to use my energy and my two...
You guys are not taking a step. They're not. I feel like the vibration of someone was like taking steps nearby.
I was shifted doing this. Do you feel this?
It was like legitimate, like
someone on the ground. You
like
felt it?
like Matthew. Imagine if you just felt someone go like that. But
The vibration.
The vibration.
feeling of it.
The vibration of it. That's what like.
We move the SLS camera to the room behind my brother, then continue our session.
Spirits, if that was you that my brother felt walking and taking steps, thank you. If you'd like to maybe do it again to confirm, you're more than welcome to. As you can probably see, we're all standing in front of doors. And if you'd like to touch one of us on the shoulder, make a noise in one of these rooms, touch any one of these devices.
While we didn't notice the motion sensors going off at the time, we decided to make a quick sweep of the second floor, starting with the doll room.
Alright, spirits, thank you very much for doing this for us, with us. We appreciate it.
Yes,
We're going to start investigating some of these rooms now. I think you possess, or maybe not possess, you become attached to dolls, objects, things, places. Because you're trying to find a home again. And in you finding a home, typically, it's for something that meant something to you. Or something that resembles something you wish to be. I know maybe you can't communicate with us because we're not having the right equipment here, Spirit, but if that is you, and if you are here in this room, in the doll room, would you mind making a sound of a walk and demonstrate? Usually it goes a little bit like this. Or just...
That was not me.
That was the dresser.
That was the dresser.
Thank you, that was you. We appreciate that. I'm gonna do this noise again, Spirit. And if you want to do it again with me, I'd appreciate it. Here it goes. Alright, we're gonna go into another room now, Spirit. Thank you very much for showing yourself and making that noise with us. We appreciate it. Spirit, this is a child's room. If you would do me a favor, I hate doing this, but we'll do it anyways. Can you do me a favor of touching my hand on this bed? I know we probably look silly to you. Sometimes I wonder if maybe you're watching us like, that's not how it works.
You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. But I want to know, if you can tell us the secret of how to communicate with you, that would be very helpful.
You know, I like this method of yours of like reaching at your hand.
But if you want to reach out and touch my hand, I'd appreciate it. Literally reaching out, because that's very helpful and has worked for me in the past.
Orb flew by your hand?
We haven't seen any orbs here yet, hey?
No, that's the first one I've seen.
First one. Alright, thank you, Spirits, if you're here, we appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, spirits.
We're gonna move on to the next room now.
While we didn't get much practical evidence in these rooms, we all felt different levels of disdain for the doll room. Considering in the evidence, there was always something looming in the background. I believe there was something watching us. At this point in the night, we leave a recorder in the bathroom where it's reported that Sophie can be heard crying. Here are some of those results. Now, some of what we hear might be coming from the window since a snowstorm was brewing. What sounds like a bottle dropping could be the wind pushing objects over from the window. The long unexplained noises we hear could be coming from the pipes from the bathroom downstairs. Since I have nothing to compare it to, I'll leave this inconclusive for now, but still, the results are interesting nonetheless. It was getting late in the night, so we decided it's time to put Matthew in the Phasmabox with the blindfold. This is the same approach we had at the Washu Club, where the person in the headphones would not hear us and only repeat what they hear.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye, Matthew. Remember, say it exactly as you hear it.
Volunteer?
Matthew's already volunteering to do this. He is the volunteer.
James, Sophie, whoever may be here with us. My name is Richard.
Can you say my name, Danny? Or Can you say any name? Doesn't matter whose name it is. Just say a name. Your favorite name. What is
Camera, what?
Camera what? Well, there is a camera in that room. I'll have one in my hand. Okay, we're gonna try some very direct questions. I guess there are 2 right answers for this one, but how many living people are in this building? Give us a number. Any number. Can you say a number for us, Spirit?
I looked up.
I mean, you're looking up.
I'm looking up. Does it bother you that I look up? Because I know the attic is where you used to hang out, James.
Master?
He's in the master bedroom, technically speaking.
I thought you in the master bedroom, James. Are you trying to communicate with us? James, are you here with us today? Are you trying to communicate with us?
Because as we've seen it, you did tell some other people that you wanted them to leave.
Sit down.
Yeah, I'll sit down. I can sit down.
There's many home.
Can you see us right now?
I don't know. It's glowing red.
For the REM pod. It has to be referring to the REM pod. There's a red thing in there. Alright, spirits, we're going to give you one last opportunity. If you'd like to reach out and talk to my friend Matthew, you can. Favorite food? What was it?
Better examples?
There are better examples of food? You didn't give us one.
Just give us one. It could be anything.
Alright.
Well, one of my favorite foods is cheesecake, actually.
Oh, I love cheesecake.
And capirotada.
Oh, I should ask Mom to make that. I didn't.
Next month we'll do it.
Yeah.
That sounds so good. Do you like candy?
Yeah.
Do you like bread?
Yeah.
Nice.
Spirits, we're going to move on to a different room now. Thank you very much if you have communicated with us. We appreciate it. So we're going to move on to a different room. We'll be right back.
Across?
Yeah, across the hall, basically, yes. Let's go do it.
The responses we were getting did not feel compelling enough, so we moved into another room in hopes to get a better connection.
What? Ethan?
Ethan. I have heard of you, Ethan. You were at another place I was in. If you are the same Ethan. Does the Benson Grist Mill mean anything to you?
Do you want to talk a little?
Yeah, Ethan, I would love to talk a little bit. Can you tell me...
More kids laughing. Calm down.
Okay, fine.
Sally?
Or Sally.
What we ended up with was more kids' names, and according to Matthew, a lot of laughter from them.
I don't know if the voices themselves matter, but there was one particular part where I heard children.
Really?
Like, I couldn't make out what they were saying. It was like kind of giggling, and then like they said very quick syllables. And
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere.
We wanted to end the night in a reversed position, with me on the Phasmabox and my brother asking questions.
Okay, here goes. It's a lot of snickering and gibberish.
If you were trying to communicate with us and we struggled to understand one another, I appreciate you and your time.
All right.
We're calling it.
Unfortunately, this did not elicit the same response as it did in the Washoe Club. With 2 consecutive late nights and freezing cold temperatures, we were all exhausted. So, it was time we said our goodbyes to the spirits. Ultimately, we got some incredible evidence. Everything we tried got some sort of response. I can't say for certain if the spirits we were talking to were from any particular person, but what I can say is that the Mackay Mansion is an incredible location with a colorful history. Now, it was time we braved the elements and closed this chapter on the Virginia City investigations. I want to thank both the Washoe Club and the Mackay Mansion for allowing us to investigate their locations. I will not forget them. And of course, stay tuned, as we have many more locations coming, and it's not something you want to miss. Thank you all very much, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.